Okay, so today we are gonna talk a little bit. I'm just gonna mute everybody. Um, we're gonna talk about. There we go. Uh, some of the reasons why we get triggered, actually. So it's pretty interesting why we get triggered. I'll just turn this music. See if I can get it really low. Um, So if you ever find yourself in just doing regular everyday things, and your partner or somebody in your life, someone maybe your boss even says something to you or tells you to do something, and you get offended, and you get like almost upset. Well, why are they saying that? Um, I didn't do anything to them. Almost like this feeling of like almost like they're poking you, right? And a lot of times, what they don't mean to be doing that. They don't mean to be deliberately, um, saying something that offends us, but we take offense to it because there's something, you know, um, it's touching something in us. And what happens when that happens is there's this we come up with this defense mechanism, this anger, this sort of shield to sort of keep them away from getting even poking at us even more. And what's happening is we're protecting something that we believe deep inside, and we protect it with this layer of anger. And so someone might say to you, "Oh, how come you didn't take out the garbage?" And immediately, like, you get upset, and all they asked was, wondering why you didn't take out the garbage. But um, but in we take that sentence and we turn it internally into something that means something about us. So um, if so, some I might hear that statement and think, "Oh my God, um, I screwed up again," you know, and that feeling comes from all this sort of guilt and shame I have about screwing up in the past. Um, Most likely as a childhood, or in childhood, or in my early ages, and that I don't want anyone to sort of see that part of me, and or us, and people don't want to see that, show that part of themselves. So they immediately cover it up with this anger and this sort of defensiveness. So a lot of times you might notice in your own life, um, innocent innocent statements might um, cause you to get angry or get upset, even though they're not directly directed to you in any um, in a negative way. We just receive them that way, and it's always because it's touching down to a point um, where we felt like we either didn't matter, we weren't loved, we weren't worthy of something, and so all those thoughts, those underlying feelings we have, come from some experience from our childhood, usually in the early years. And it's only because we don't, at that age, when, like our caregiver or our parent or someone tells us, no, you can't have this. We don't understand all the reasons why. Okay, well, no, they're trying to keep me safe, or they can't afford, my parent can't afford it, or whatever. All we deduce, oh, we're not worthy of that thing, um, or I must have done something bad, therefore I can't receive it. And it's because our cognitive brain isn't developed yet, and we just start to make meanings of what we see and feel. Basically, it's our feelings. And because we don't understand all the details of, you know, why our parent did this or said this, um, we make up something about ourselves, and then we spend the rest of our life trying to sort of cover that up, or hide that from everyone else, because we don't feel good about it. You know, no one walks around saying, yeah, well, I'm unworthy, or yeah, I'm a screw up. And so whenever someone starts to really get close to us, and starts to might be able to see that, you know, what's happening for us inside, we put up this shield, and this shield of anger and resistance, and we don't want, because we don't want to let that person in to see what we're truly feeling inside, you know. And so in today's meditation, I'd like you guys to just think of a scenario like that, where possibly, you know, you were, you know, happily doing something as a child, and then someone told you to stop that, or don't do that, or you know, you can't have this. I'll give you a quick example. There's this girl in school. You know, it was grade school. The teacher asked who's the president of the United States, and she put up her hand and said Abraham Lincoln, and then the teacher said, no, it was Bill Clinton. I don't know the name, but teacher said, no, that's not right. It's so and so, you know. And in that moment, this girl like went, she took a breath and covered her like mouth, and like she was shocked that she was wrong, and then she felt embarrassed, and because she spoke out, but it was the wrong answer, and she felt like so embarrassed, and she goes, oh my God, like, you know, I don't know what she was thinking. Probably she that, oh shit, I'm an idiot, I'm not smart, I made a fool of myself. And then she actually stopped speaking up. It stopped her from like standing up and declaring the answers after that, because she didn't want to be in that position again. And she actually grew up and went through life, like in meetings, not speaking up, even when she knew something wasn't right, or had some great ideas to share. She wouldn't speak up, because she still had that fear of being like wrong, or being made to feel wrong, you know, or incorrect, or like an idiot, or whatever she made up in that moment. So it, you know, that can affect us in our life, you know, in our whole life. So there's an example. If you can relate to an example like that, you might not be aware that you're doing this in the moment, but just think back to a childhood memory where you know, so something shifted, something happened that you weren't expecting it to happen, and you thought, okay, oh shit, I screwed up again, or I got it wrong, or nobody loves me, or whatever's coming up for you. So we're going to go in today's meditation, we're going to go visit that child, and just love that child. Okay, so get that image in your head. I'll ask you to close your eyes and just take a deep inhale right into the abdomen, and a really slow exhale out the nostrils. So we'll do a few breaths like this. Deep inhale through the nostrils all the way into the abdomen, and then a slow exhale out the nostrils. And on the inhale, just make sure your belly is expanding. And on the exhale, just allow your belly to contract. And just try and make that breath as slowly as you can. And just feel this wave of relaxation flow over your body, starting at the top of your head. Just allow it to flow down across your forehead, down over your eyebrows. And as it flows, this wave of relaxing energy just loosens all the muscles. And we just start letting go of all those muscles around the eyebrows and around the eyes. As it flows down around the jaw, just release. Just let our jaw hang a little here. As it flows down our neck and across our shoulders, just feel the tension loosen up from around our neck and shoulders. And as this wave flows through our chest and our back, and the muscles all loosen up around there, it just feels like we can take in so much more breath as the stomach's able to, or the chest is able to expand even more now. It feels so relaxed. And as this relaxing wave flows down the rest of our torso, our solar plexus just lets go of anything we're holding on to, any tension. Our stomach just relaxes. Our lower back feels to loosen up here. And as it flows down our hips, you may find you're squeezing your buttocks. Just allow that to release. Anything you're holding on to here in the hips, just allow it to fully relax. It feels so good to just allow everything to relax, allow your whole body to relax. And as that wave flows down your legs, your hamstrings, your quads, just let go. Just let go and relax. Flows across down your knees. As your knees let go, as your calves let go, as your shins allow them to be released. And anything that wasn't serving you just flows out the bottom of your feet. And just flows out and will be transmuted into different energies. And just take a cleansing breath here. Just feel how relaxed you are now. And you're going to find yourself looking down a dim lit corridor that has a door at the end of it. The walls are just gray, nondescript, dark wooden floors. As you start to walk towards that light gray door. And as you walk, all you can hear are your own footsteps. There's no other sounds. And what you're going to find on the other side of that door is the scene that you thought of before this meditation. On the other side of that door is that little boy or little girl that felt a little piece of trauma, and they didn't know what to do about it. So as you reach down to turn the knob on this door, the door swings open and you see the scene. And you see this child, your younger self, all alone, holding on to those feelings of not being loved or not being enough, or whatever you felt in that moment. And just see that little child and just feel what they are feeling in that moment. Maybe they're feeling so lost or felt so unsupported. As you observe that child, just allow yourself to have those feelings. But maybe you can make sense of why that event happened. Maybe there was other circumstances that you weren't aware of when you were that old. Maybe the person who hurt you in this way was completely unaware of what could happen for you. Look at all the possibilities that maybe you didn't understand at that age, at that stage. And just start to look around in that scene you're in, and just start to acknowledge, yes, this maybe there was a lot more going on than you were able to comprehend at that time. Now I want you to step up to that child and take that child and give that child a big hug. And just whisper in their ear that everything's okay. That everything worked out. And that they don't need to feel this way. And what meaning they're making of themselves is not really true. Just embrace that little girl or boy and just love them. Pour that love energy from your heart into theirs. And as you move back from this embrace, you see a beautiful smile on this child's face. As you smile back and you stepping away from this child, and you're waving as you go through that gray door, leaving a smile on that child's face and a smile on your own. And you start to walk back down this corridor, and it takes a bit for your eyes to adjust to the darkness again, the dimly lit hallway. And you start to make your way to the other end, into a darkness. And as you start stepping, that darkness is getting lighter and lighter. And as you start to step, the whole corridor is brightly lit. So bright that you can hardly see as you're stepping towards this brightness. And slowly the whole scene starts to fade away, and you become aware of what you're sitting on, what you're laying on. You become aware of the room you're in. You start to become aware that you're back in your body, in your chair, in your bed, wherever you are. And you feel like you want to stretch. So I invite you to stretch your arms and legs now, if you like. And you notice the sensations of breath on your nostrils. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. And I'm going to end this meditation, but I'd like you to just sit for another minute. Just sit with your thoughts. And I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.